Yes, that's what it looks like, out of the thing. People falling in a swoon all over Ireland at this moment, looking at that. Okay, if you'll pardon the expression, Roisin, would you roll it there, please?
Never before has your show stooped so low to discuss so little. Oh boy, what a show it turned out to be.
Condoms were illegal in Ireland from 1935 to 1980, at which point they were legalised but with strong restrictions. The ban reflected the zeal of the new independent Ireland to follow Catholic teaching on sexual morality. The first latex condom was invented in 1920. Up until the 1920s, condoms had to be handmade by semi-skilled workers, but technological advances throughout the 1920s meant that by 1930 the first fully automated line was patented.
I would not encourage my children to use condoms.
How old are your children?
One's 27, one's down at the 24, but you have to believe.
In reaction to the new industrialised production of condoms, the Roman Catholic Church issued an encyclical affirming its opposition to contraception.
Okay,
Yes, sir, ma'am.
you may save their lives with the piece of rubber,
Yes.
but you will not save their souls.
Section 17 of the Criminal Law Amendment Act 1935 stated, "It shall not be lawful for any person to sell or expose, offer, advertise, or keep for sale, or to import into Sairstad Éireann for sale any contraceptive." People breaking the law could be fined up to £50 and or face a 6-month prison sentence. Although there was some loopholes in the law, the reality for most people in Ireland was that contraception was unobtainable. In July 1971, Senator Mary Robinson, Senator John Horgan and Senator Trevor West attempted to introduce the first bill that would liberalise the law. However, it was not allowed a reading and so could not be discussed. In May of the same year, members of the Irish Women's Liberation Movement travelled by train to Belfast to purchase contraceptives. On their return to Dublin, they challenged customs officers to arrest them. The customs officers let the women pass. In 1973, the Supreme Court affirmed that there was a constitutional right to marital privacy, which allowed for the use of contraceptives. However, to paraphrase former Taoiseach Jack Lynch, contraceptives were put on the long finger. It wasn't until 1978 that condoms were made legal under the proviso that the person seeking to acquire them had a prescription from the doctor and that the doctor was satisfied that they were using them for bona fide family planning purposes. In 1985, the Labour Party Minister for Health, Barry Desmond, passed an act that finally allowed condoms to be sold without prescription to people over the age of 18. However, they could only be sold in chemists, health clinics and hospitals. In the early 1990s, Virgin Record stores in Dublin sold condoms illegally from their counters and were fined £500. The band U2 stood in and paid the fine. Between 1992 and 1993, the sale of condoms was finally deregulated, and condoms could be sold or supplied to anyone, anywhere, regardless of age.